When I was in law school, I took a class called Reproductive Rights. And the professor posed a hypothetical to us one day. She said, imagine that you are a partner at a high-profile law firm in the 1960s. You walk into your office early before the rest of your colleagues arrive, and you see the receptionist sitting at her desk crying. You ask her what's wrong, and she tells you that she's been sleeping with a high-profile client, and now she's pregnant. The client doesn't want anything to do with her. Family will shame her if they find out. And she's scared that the law firm will fire her if she is unwed and pregnant. And at any rate, she can't afford to support a child. The professor wants to know how many of us will tell her about an abortion, take her somewhere safe to get one, and pay for it because we have access to that because of our stature as this partner at this high-profile law firm. Mind you, abortions are still illegal at this time. Roe v. Wade hasn't come out. It's the 60s. And the professor wants to know how many of us will do this despite knowing that we'll likely lose our license because it's illegal. Immediately, almost all the white women in my class shoot their hands up. Right? I'm doing it immediately. I raised my hand and I asked the professor, what race am I in this hypothetical? And the professor says, I don't understand your question. I'm not sure why that's relevant. And I said, you just said, I am a partner as a Black woman at a high-profile law firm in the 1960s. Do you know what else is going on in the 1960s that my skill set is directly beneficial to? Do you know the opportunity I represent? How much of a resource and an asset I can be to my community? And you're asking me to risk all that as though I'm just have the luxury of thinking about myself. Like I probably don't have my whole family, probably generations of my family, depending on the income I'm able to access that historically we haven't been able to access. How do you think I would be able to make that kind of decision in this moment without weighing these very real tensions more deliberately over some more extended periods of time? And in fact, right, your oblivion to why this is relevant, right, mirrors the way that most of the white women in this class shot their hand up. Perhaps we should be asking them why none of them are thinking about how their skill sets could benefit the civil rights movement. Why the tensions that are weighing on me aren't weighing on them, especially since the civil rights movement is poised to advantage them as much as it does anyone else. This is how one-dimensional feminism is created and replicated because we use the white gaze and the white lens as though it is the default. We don't have the multifaceted intersectional lens to see the ways in which intersectionality is part of